Hello Flosstube, my name is Jani, welcome to my channel. This is Flosstube number 22. Thank you for your visits and for your comments, and if you're new, welcome. If you are already a subscriber, thank you and welcome, of course. I hope you enjoy another episode of this Stitcher Chronicles. Okay, today is Saturday, February the 10th, so it's my birthday month, and we talk about it later. Well, first I have my notes because I have some things to show you. I want to talk a little about the things that I did this week. I was planning to record and stitch with me video, but it was really late. I joined the stitching party of the grid and I was planning to make the video, but I couldn't stitch from 6 p.m. to 12. So, but I stitched nevertheless the 6 hours, making a little project, but it was really late, and my voice, was sounding really weird. So I will show you the project, but I didn't record a stitch with me video. So this week I dyed some fabrics. I wanted to. Oh, it's raining. It's really cold lately, and now it's raining. I wanted to dye some fabrics, but to have like very subtle fabrics, one beige and one gray, but I didn't like it. I dyed this one. Originally it was a beige one, like an antique one, but I have to add more colors, and I really like it how it looks. It's not subtle at all, but I really like how it came out. I was thinking in using this. I haven't even ironed these fabrics or cut it or anything, but I was thinking in using this in a sampler. I was thinking in using for the birds and the bees. And stitch it in a black color or a very dark brown or gray, very dark gray. So just in one color, and in contrast with this fabric. So I don't know, I think that will look really good in here, but we'll see. I couldn't leave this fabric without colors. So that was the first one. Then I have these two that were originally just gray, but I have to add more colors. So they are the kind of colors that I like. So I'm also planning in stitching, perhaps in this. I'm very much in the Quaker mood, or I want to stitch more samplers and stuff, so I'm waiting for some patterns, but I was thinking also this one for a sampler or a Quaker, perhaps Compass Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And or diamond Quakers, but you know, changing the colors. I don't know, I was thinking in do something in light colors, like you know, ecru one, or perhaps beige, not precisely white colors, but no, I don't have a light color, but you get the idea, you know. Really light color against this fabric, and I think it could look really pretty. Let's see with this one. I have a lot of projects around here, so for example, this yellow one with the fabric, against the fabric, I think it will look really cool. So I don't know, I really like these dark fabrics, but I don't have an actual project in mind, so we'll see about it. And the last one is very similar. Is again was originally a gray one, but I added some greens, some purples, so it's a very dark one. So I was thinking perhaps stitching a kind of really old kind of sampler. I think they will look great in this, but I don't know. So, you know, I have making a stash since 1994. So yeah, this is my haul for the week. I haven't received my package, but I have new fabric. So that linen is 36, the one that I can get here in my city. So I'm very happy because I'm not used to stitch in that kind of count. It's really small, but I'm going to try, and you know, I will I want to really start stitching in smaller counts, you know, some projects, to because they look really dainty and delicate with the small crosses, but we'll see. I'm also keep working with my WIP, Lady of Mystery. I haven't have much time for her, but all the time that I can find, I stitch her. So here she is. I finished the roses silhouette in her hands and in the dress, so now I'm going to fill this part of the dress and the arch, and that's it. She's a beautiful design. You know, I stitch a few minutes or an hour or two, and then just stare at her because the design is so pretty, and you know, not simple, but there are not many colors, but it's striking, you know. the design is amazing. And I'm using, you can hardly tell, but I'm using the black that for some of the roses, and in this part the design called for water lilies, but I substitute for DMC variegated flosses, so it's not very noticeable the difference, but they look very, very good. I really like her, and I really like the flowers. And also this floss is the one that I use in her hair, you know, to try to give some more movement to her hair, and to match a little with the DMC, the variegated that I am using. So yeah, it's really, really beautiful. Carlitos really liked this design. I'm always, you know, in a few minutes or before dinner or something, I'm stitching in her, and he came and he said, "Oh, she's really beautiful." So far, she's my favorite Mirabilia. I really like her, and so yeah, I will keep stitching on her. I will finish her when I finish her, so not hurry. And this Friday, yesterday, is the stitching party of the grid. So I stitched and did a little project. Thanks to Yvonne, the night owl stitcher. She was talking in her last video how to use, let me show you, how to use these tins, these boxes, Altoids, to make needle cases. So I already use these things for needle cases, and but you can make it pretty. I stitched yesterday a little freebie, and use the linen that I'm dyeing, and to start testing the small count. So this is the little box that I stitch. It's not perfect by any means, but I think she came out really, really cute. This is this little mermaid, little mermaid. It's a freebie from DMC, and I add these curly blue things and the borders, and add some beads. So she's swimming in the sea. So yeah, I finished the little needle case. I have some ribbons and things. I made this cord with DMC, and add the wooden button, and in the inside I also put the same buttons, and some filling, and as Yvonne showed us, I put a magnet so I can keep my needles in a cute way, and work with this. And I think they came really, really cute. And it was hard to stitch with this smaller linen 36, but yeah, I mean, I need to practice more, so when my my projects and the samplers that I want to stitch on this, I can, you know, work more fluidly, more quickly. So yeah, she's my little mermaid, and in my needle case. Thanks again, Miss Yvonne. You know, we do what Miss Yvonne told us to do. So thank you. Okay, projects for the plans and projects. I am planning to make a birthday celebration week for my birthday. I want to, you know, to kind of do a mini stitch mania. So in my birthday week from I guess it's February 18 through February the 24th, I will be starting new projects. So I love to start new projects, and I kind of feel a little guilty because of my WIPs and stuff, but it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. Also, how do you say? Wiwis? We are wiwis. Stitch what you want when you want it. And yeah, I am planning to make that week a celebration week, cross stitch celebration week, and start new projects. So you can join me if you want it. We can celebrate virtually around the world. So the plans are, because I haven't still received some charts that I'm waiting, and some, you know, some are gifts and some are the charts that I ordered. So I have a backup plan. The first start in that big celebration week will be Aphrodite by Mirabilia. I start in my Spanish videos a series with how to start a project, you know, from zero to once you finish it. So I will be recording step by step how to you know, choose the fabric and the flosses, and how to read the chart, and you know, all that stuff that you need to start a project. And then, you know, start stitching and stitch the face, because with Mirabilias it's kind of not difficult, but you have to pay attention to the instructions and the back stitch. And so Spanish ladies asked me if I can talk a little more about it, so I will be doing this series of videos with in my Spanish channel. But I mean, finally it's a new start. So the fabric that I will use for her is this one. I dyed this fabric. Is really not very, you know, green and blue like the one you use for a mermaid, but I really like the colors. I'm trying to show you the fabric a little better. It's very similar to the one in the pattern, you know, a little gray, or and have that I feel that have that idea of the colors, but of course with the with a twist of different shades and the modeling that I really like to to do and to use in my projects. So she will be my first start of the week, and those blues will be of the tail. I think they will be looking really pretty in this fabric. We'll see. So Aphrodite will be my first start, and then I have a sampler again with my just found love for samplers. I got this beautiful sampler thanks to Jules from Long Dog Samplers. I always say Dog Lawn. It's Long Dog Samplers. She gave a wonderful service, and she's a lovely lady. And when I got my Dead by Cross Stitch, I got this one, and it's really pretty. It's not that big like usually the Long Dog Samplers designs are, but it's very classic and beautiful. So I'm planning to start this one also in the celebration week. I will be using another fabric that I dyed. This one is this fabric is very similar to the one that I want to use in Autumn Quakers. So both samplers will be sharing almost the same fabric, but again I think this will be looking really pretty, and it's linen 36, so the design will be looking quite dainty and delicate. So yeah, this is another start, and if I get my Autumn Quaker, I will be starting that hopefully. I have already the fabric that is again very similar to the one that I dye, and the flosses are also ready. So yeah, it's very autumn looking design, of course, and I can't wait to start this. I really hope I can get it for my birthday, but I don't know. We'll see. Also, I don't know if I can start this one, but I really want to try, because again, it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want in my birthday week. So if I want to keep working in those projects, I will keep working on those projects. I have from many years this Touch in the Autumn Sky by Mirabilia. It's a really old pattern, and I have always wanted to start this this project, but I start something else, and I already have the flosses, so I was thinking that I could start also in this week. And I was thinking, I have a very similar fabric to this one, a kind of blue lilac fabric. I think it's a Jovelan, so I could use for this one, but I was thinking in use something different, and perhaps this fabric to give the feeling of a really weird, beautiful sky, blue and pink. And I don't know how this will look in this fabric. The design has some pinks and purples, but the browns I think they will look amazing in here. So I will try to make a test to see if they look okay, you know, starting in the top bottom of the design where the leaves are, so I can check how they look in this fabric. So yeah, that's another project that I will start for my birthday week. This fabric is 36. I'm still you know, try to use the stash that I have. The problem will be the beads that are used in that memorabilia, but I can substitute for another thing, or you know, work something else for that. So yeah, I'm really excited to test, to try a smaller count fabric in a memorabilia. So I let you know what is the result. And I also have 2 more projects that when I was this morning looking through my stash to, you know, I couldn't find some patterns that I have, but I found another ones. I have this one. This is Forest by Satsuma Street, and really like the colors, and the design is, you know, very different to the usually designs that I stitch. And I already have some fabric for this, so it's very basic and neutral fabric, but the design is so colorful and pretty that it doesn't really need something else, in my opinion. So perhaps I will start this. I don't have the flosses for this design, but you know, I don't know if I can have a chance to, at least in the week, you know, get the materials ready. So that will be my goal, you know, get the flosses ready for this one. Finally, I found also this chart that I have. Is from the Drowned Thread. This is Spring Harbor, and it's a really beautiful design. Last month when I ordered some things from One to Two Stitch, today I remember that I wanted to order this one. Thankfully I didn't do it because I already have it. But yeah, and I also have a piece of fabric. It's I don't know what fabric is this, perhaps Alugana 2028. But you know, I have the fabric and the chart, so perhaps I will this week just get ready all the flosses that this need. I haven't looked how many colors this design use, but hopefully there are not so many. No, they're called for needlepoint ink silk. I'm not going to use that, but there are, I was going to say, so 8 colors and a water lily. So yeah, I can find the DMC and, you know, prepare the project and then start it. Perhaps this Stitch Mania. I won't really going to participate in the Stitch Mania this year, but I will have some projects to start eventually, perhaps in May. So yeah, who knows. And I was also this week I was watching the Flosstube videos from the needlebug, and she has amazing, if you haven't watched her channel, please go. She has amazing samplers and beautiful work. She shows some of her work in her first or second video, and it's amazing. It's perhaps that's why I'm so intrigued by the samplers and wanted to stitch more of that, and that Quaker's kind of design. But yeah, she's such an inspiration, and she started a new series of hardanger. I don't know how you say it, but I have always been curious about how to do that, and she's telling and she's showing you and teaching how to start and how the basics of that. And also Felicity stitches not finished but cut her fabric in Instagram video, so it was really interesting. So I wanted to start something, thanks to the needlebug and with the Felicity inspiration also, Felicity stitches. And the projects that I have been seeing are white fabric or beige fabric with variegated thread. So I want to do the opposite, using a dyed fabric and solid colors. So I was thinking in using this one to contrast with the fabric, and I don't know if it will look okay, but I want to learn how to do it. So if I have this, I could try at least. So yeah, I'm very exciting. I will be starting my lesson with the needlebug, and I will let you know how I go with this. But yeah, I love the colors. This one is really yummy, and with the purple, I love the colors. So yeah, those are the plans. And also, talking about multi-crafting and do something else, I got some yarn. Because of Caroline and Gerald, Ginger Stitcher, they are making a series how to knit, and Ginger Gerald is going to learn how to knit. I used to knit a long time ago and I know how to knit, but lately I've been crochet with with my crochet hook, so I prefer crochet that knitting. So I got some yarn, this one and this one. I love my multicolor things. So yeah, I want to start a little project, and it's the crochet is really fast, really quickly to do. So I will make some times to perhaps start something. I really right now focus on my cross stitch, but you know, from time to time. And also, as Gerald told, it's easy project to carry. You just pull out your yarn and start, you know, crocheting or knitting, and it's really easy to go with your project. Not that cross stitch is not easy to work with, but you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the update for the week. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and week, and have fun. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.